How to remove cylinder from chair base. A chair is only as good as its base. The base supports the entire weight of the chair and its occupant. Why you should remove cylinder from chair base? In addition, the absence of the cylinder can cause the chair to wobble or tip over. 10 methods on how to remove cylinder from chair base. 1. Use a wrench. This is the most common way to remove the cylinder from a chair base. 2. Use a pipe wrench. If you can't fit a wrench over the flats on the top of the cylinder, try using a pipe wrench. 3. Use a hammer and chisel. Another way to remove the cylinder from a chair base is with a hammer and chisel. 4. Use a drill. If you have a drill, remove the screws from the bottom of the chair base. 5. Use a saw. If you can't remove the screws from the bottom of the chair base, you can use a saw to cut the cylinder. 6. Use Dremel tool. If you have a Dremel tool, you can use the cutoff wheel to cut the cylinder off the chair base. 7. Remove cylinder. Once you've cut through the entire circumference of the cylinder, it will be loose, and you can remove it from the chair base. 8. Use a heat gun. First, heat the cylinder until it is hot enough to expand and then use a wrench or screwdriver to loosen it. 9. Use a vise. Be careful not to damage the chair base while removing the cylinder. 10. Use a crowbar. You can try prying the cylinder loose with a crowbar if all else fails. Step-by-step guide, how to remove cylinder from chair base. Step 1. Locate the screws. There are typically 2 screws that hold the cylinder in place. Step 2. Remove the screws. Once the screws are removed, you can pull the cylinder out of the chair base. Step 3. Remove the caster. On the bottom of the chair's caster, you will find a screw. Step 4. Remove the chair base plate. Once these screws are removed, you can lift the chair base plate off of the chair. Step 5. Insert the cylinder into the chair base. If it is loose, you can use the screws from the old base to secure it in place. Step 6. Tighten the screws. This will secure the base to the chair. Step 7. Reattach the caster and chair base plate. Reattach the caster to the bottom of the chair base and then reattach the chair base plate to the bottom of the chair. Step 8. Test the chair. Congratulations, you've just successfully removed the cylinder from the chair base. Some helpful tips and suggestions. Gently twist and pull the object until the cylinder pops off. Reattach the caster if desired. What to look for when buying a new chair? Finally, the cylinder base is the least stable type of base and is not recommended for people who weigh more than 250 pounds. Finally, remove the screws from the top of the chair base. should now be able to lift off the top of the chair and expose the cylinder.